And
And
since Sora saved it, they can come back.
yeah, like with the evil bad people gone, we can now return back to our original world. And but now Hollow Bastion now has like a system controls security thing
Yep.
where if like Heartless would appear, the town security will like vaporize that.
Which helps you a lot with fighting, like, because it gives you like a couple of more Heartless than usual, but it helps with the security system because it takes out most of it for you.
Right. And of course, also later being in a Hollow Bastion, that's when the rest of the organization appears, and just to remind you that we're still around, blah ha ha.
And then you get into a little mix-up with one of my favorite organization characters, Xavier. He doesn't reveal himself, but he still kind of makes Sora a little mad. It's really stupid, because he's acting like as though he's Roxas, and he's not. But anyway, so that adds to the story. Who is Roxas? What is Roxas? Why are he's here?
Yeah, because they're like, they would, look at Sora but call him by Roxas.
Yep, and they would go... Damex even says, like, come on, Roxas, come back to us, please.
Yeah, and like Sora's like, who the hell are you talking about?
I'm not... I'm Sora. I'm nobody else. And he just pulls out his Keyblade and he's like, Gah! Anger and slash.
Well, so anyways, like, we're pretty much done with Hollow Bastion, and it's time to go, like, we still need to, like, look for Riku, in a way. That's still going on.
He needs his best friend now that he has his girl all safe and
yeah, because
away.
we know that Kairi is, like, on the islands now, which is, this is good, and
now he doesn't have to say, where's Kairi? Where's Kairi? Every other time, because that really got annoying after a while.
Right, and so we get to, explore some old Disney worlds and some new ones.
Repeated Disney worlds. First off, the repeated worlds are Agrabah, Olympus Coliseum, Atlantica, and Halloween Town. Those are the repeated worlds. Oh, also Hollow Bastion. But those are the only repeated worlds. Everything else is brand new, and we'll go through them by order. Usually when you get them. Let's see. After Hollow Bastion is
The Land of the Dragons.
Mulan's world.
Yeah, I like Mulan's world, but yet I really loved Mulan the movie.
Mulan is amazing. She's pretty, she's awesome, she's a really good fighter. She's just awesome, and you love her for it. And why wasn't she a princess in the original KH1? I will never know.
Right, and of course, I love the hell out of Mushu.
Oh yes, Mushu. You got to use him as a summon. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but
yeah, in the first game, he was really good.
He was really good. I liked it. It was like this blast everywhere surrounded you. It's pretty cool. But so when you first meet Mulan, the storyline in this one is that she's playing as Ping.
Yeah, because this is now at the point in the movie where, she's already ran away from home. I'm going to join the Emperor army.
She tricked Sora and Donald thinking that she was a guy, but Goofy sees through the disguise because Goofy's smart on the inside. Just doesn't show it.
Exactly.
And then it's like, okay, well, we're going to help you and even join the army ourselves. So they go in. They have to fight Heartless.
And see, like, this is what amazes me. Okay, so the Imperial Army, they're mostly looking for tough men, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now, Shang thinks, like, oh, yeah, Sora, who's still a kid, Donald, a duck, and Goofy, a dog. You guys are great. You could join the army, but, age limits and mutated talking animals, those rules can go, but Ping, you're bad. We don't want you here.
Well, to be quite honest, Ping is a very bad fighter. But,
yeah, and
I'm just gonna tell you like a real gonna go off topic real quick. That in China they would recruit boys at the age of 10 to go into the Imperial Army.
See, I guess then that would be okay.
That's why they don't really. I'm guessing that's why they don't really care about the age limit part with Sora. I do get your point about why is Donald and Goofy there. I mean,
because you notice it must be a Disney thing, but you notice you'll go to different places where it's more of a human Disney World, and it's okay. It's normal to see a talking duck and a talking dog.
It's normal to see a horse running around trying to be a commander of its own or something. Tangled reference right there, but
yeah. That's it's all good.
It's a Disney thing. It only freaks people out when it's supposed to.
Exactly. But anyways, they try Sora's if we prove that Ping can join this army, prove his loyalty, and eventually, they do some random stuff, and then eventually Ping, gets trusted, and so we carry out the rest of the movie would, and so we enter the village that's on top of the mountain. And so but then we go into this cave or whatever, and then we end up fighting a bunch of Heartless, and then when that's done,
a lot.
When that's done, we leave the cave, and the village is destroyed, someone burnt it down, and Shang's hurt, and
you realize your main enemy for this part, if you've never watched the movie, which his name is what's his name? Shanghai Shaolun?
Something like that.
Something with an S. That's all I can really tell you. He comes in, he's embraced himself within the Heartless powers, and which is kind of like what Clayton did before. And so he embraces himself with Heartless. He leads a Heartless army. You find him on a mountainside, and reference to the movie, he comes up on top of the mountain, and a whole bunch of Heartless come from the sides of him, and that referenced the movie. And he runs down, leading the army, and his sword in the air. And he's screaming. They're following him, and you're supposed to fight a bit. You see the guy in black, and then you save the day technically, and you save
and you end up saving China, and
no, first off you save Shang.
Well, yeah, you save Shang,
then they discovered that Ping is really a girl, Mulan.
So we go to Mulan, but now we definitely hate her, and
they walk away. It's come on, men, and half the people look like CGI. They look the exact same, and they're walking like zombies.
Exactly.
And then they're you know what, we're going to go back to your place, and we're going to help you take the blame for all this bad stuff that happened, and we'll be good. So
Shang and his men go back to China to tell him that, hey, the bad dude's dead.
Yep.
And so, but then you discover, before you leave the mountain, he's still alive, so we gotta warn, Shang. So we hurry up, run to China. Oh wait, we're in China, but we hurry up and get to the Imperial City, and
I don't think they ever actually gave a name to the city, just the Imperial City.
So we get to there, and just to find out the bad dude's already there, and I guess they take the Emperor back to where it's safe, don't they?
Yeah, he has him at sword point to the throat. Shang comes in, saves him. They lock him inside the palace, and then he summons more Heartless.
Because you fight what's his face right in front of the doors.
And your goal is not to let the doors break, because if that happens, then you lose the thing. But when you get Mulan, you get this. What they have now is, apart from getting Valor forms, now you have these like special combo moves that you could do with the characters you can fight with during the game. And with her move, it's like some sort of like dragon thingamabobber. You're like flying around, Mushu shooting fireballs everywhere. You're like double slashing at him, spinning around, going everywhere, just slashing and destroying everything. And then at the end, you have Mushu comes up and he's like shooting fireballs in the air and like comes down. And Mulan says, "For China!" And you're like,
For
yeah,
China!
like an Asian person with the squinting up. China!
Exactly.
And so then I spam that a lot. Those reaction moves.
Oh yeah, I do too. When because triangle is like the famous button for this game.
Yeah, it's the reaction command button. But anyway, you beat what's his face and his eagle because he's just like flying around there being a bitch and so annoying. He'll like come down, swoop, and attack you out of nowhere, and you're like, "What attacked me?" And he'll like kick you out of combos and whatnot if he attacks you. So he's annoying. He's just plain out annoying. And so then once you defeat him, you save China. Yay! And then
and then we can leave, right?
Yep, you get the a Keyblade, which is based off the world. It's like some sort of dragon thing, bobber. I can't think of the name, but you leave there, and now you have an option to go to Olympus Coliseum or
Beast's Castle.
Beast's Castle.
I went to Beast's Castle after.
I think that's chronologically what's supposed to happen, in my opinion.
Well, anyways, let's cover Beast's Castle.
You go in, you fight a couple of Heartless. Beast comes in, he pushes you out of the way. He doesn't even seem to recognize you. You're like,
it's like, fuck you guys.
It's like, come on, dude. We faced the entire world with each other. Why are you just... Why?
And then you discover, like, it's his rose that's on the table, so he gets that, and then, like, well, whoop, I'm out of here.
Yep. And the point of in the movie at this point, he is let's see, what is this they are doing?
Well, Bella, of course, is already in the castle.
Yeah, she's already in the castle. I think it was like the eve before they were supposed to go to the ball.
Yeah, yeah. It's like before they go to the ball or whatever. And well, anyways, like you find out like there's the one guy that's there who's like telling the Beast like all this stuff because like the organization wants the Beast to become a Heartless or whatever.
Because they realize how much of a troll he is to everything else.
So, I gotta remember.
You fight a Heartless that like goes into the ground and controls things.
Yeah.
You save Belle, technically. Let's see. Well, you fight that guy.